This morning, we're starting a new feature on do-it-yourself projects. We've partnered with the folks at Lowe's Hardware in Marquette to give us tips that everybody can use. So first up, essentials for your basic toolbox. Andrew Lacombe joins us now from Lowe's with a look at what people should include. Andrew?
Hey Vicki, good morning, and good morning everyone. It's Friday. Yeah, we're learning about some tips for home improvement. We're going to be getting a little more complex about a half an hour, but we're going to start with some basic things. What goes in your toolbox? Now, I'm a little more handy with my microphone than with my hammer, so we're going to get some tips from an expert. Dan Wachowski's department sales manager here at at Lowe's. Sorry, it's Friday. You're gonna take us through some things that are in what could go into a good toolbox. So we want to start obviously with the hammer, right?
Start with the hammer. Some of the basics for toolbox around the home. Of course, a hammer. That'll pretty much self-explanatory. Torpedo level's real good. If you're hanging pictures, mirrors, so forth, you can get everything nice and level. Combination screwdriver. It's got the Phillips heads, flat head, so forth. Kind of an all-in-one. Utility knife works real good. Just to have a knife around. Tape measure, of course, self-explanatory.
And then this wrench, it's adjusting. I know that's pretty common, but it seems like it's a nice, handy, pretty sturdy piece of tool. I've seen some pretty flimsy wrenches, I guess.
Yeah, it's a real good quality, and that's one thing you want, especially in a lot of your tools. So when you're adjusting it, it's not sliding on you, it's not slipping. This is a quick adjust type of wrench, so for the homeowner, does a wide variety of projects.
Okay. Got a few options here in these pliers, some different sizes, all different uses for these, right?
Yep. You have a wide variety of pliers here. You got needle nose, you got wire snips, you got a channel lock. There again, it's good quality. You're going to be able to do a lot of projects around the house. So if you have the whole pack of them, you got a lot of different things you can accomplish. You have a stud sensor there. If you're hanging pictures, mirrors again, any of that type of stuff, you can put it on the wall and it'll find your stud for you, so you know where you're putting your screws into. And then you have a Cobalt cordless drill. It's a lithium battery power, a lot lighter than what they used to be with the NiCad batteries, long run time. So when you're looking for that, look for something with a lithium battery. It's a lot lighter weight to use, and a lot longer run time for you.
All right, and we finish it off with a nice sturdy box, right?
Yeah, you have something to put everything in, so you always have them all in one location. Also, something like this, you can put nails, screws, fasteners in the top, so you have everything kind of all in one place.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Dan, for being here. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to be getting a demonstration on some weather stripping, so we're going from tools right into a good project, so you want to stick around for that. And you can catch this series later today. We'll post it on our website, uppermichigansource.com. So if you want to review this or the weather stripping that's coming up later, you can check that out again. So we're going to head back to the studio now, live in Marquette Township this morning. Andrew Lacombe, TV6 News.
Hey, Andrew, could you have Dan ask Dan a real quick question for me? For the ladies out there, I know a lot of times when you've got the screwdrivers.
Hey, Dan, we have a question for you.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is it suggested for like a woman, especially if she doesn't have somebody with a little muscle there, should she get like an electric screw set as opposed to just a manual one?
For ladies who want to use screwdrivers, should they use an electric screw set as opposed to a manual one? Vicky's wondering.
The electric screw gun, we have them in like 12 volts, so they're real light weight. For around the house, that's going to work great for a lady. You can always use a manual screwdriver. I like the cordless screwdriver though.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Dan, for that question. Now you know, Vicki.
All right. It's just checking. Sometimes they're pretty heavy, so it's good to know they make lighter ones for us. All right. Thanks, Andrew. We'll get caught up with you again a little bit. We're continuing our new feature on do-it-yourself projects. We're working with the folks at Lowe's in Marquette Township to give tips on everybody can use. Now, earlier today, we learned about essentials for the basic toolbox. Andrew Lacombe joining us again this morning for a demonstration on weather stripping. Andrew?
Hey Vicki, good morning again, and good morning again everyone. We're hoping most of the cold weather season is behind us, at least I am at this point, but I'm sure there's still some more cold weather on the way. So this morning we're learning about some things that you can do now that will keep you warm and save some money as we head into the rest of the winter. So we're going to talk about some windows like this, double hung windows that are common in new houses now, but they're also very popular in houses that are up to 100 years old. So we're joined now again by Dan from Lowe's. And Dan, what can some people do right away to keep the cold air out of their house?
Something you can do on like the double hung windows here. If you're getting some draft around your window, you can use the Window Insulator Kit right now. It has a double-sided tape on it that you're going to put around your trim. You take the plastic, you put it on around that, sticks right to the trim, and a heat gun will, a hair dryer, will shrink that up tight. You won't even see that it's on there, but it stops the draft coming through the window. You go to take it off, you can take the double-sided tape right off. Doesn't damage your window. Springtime's here, you can take it off and you're ready to go again.
All right, we got something else that you can put right on some of the areas that the cold air comes in.
You have a weather stripping here that helps a lot in areas like above your double hung and below. You can take the weather stripping and it applies right to the top. It's just a tape here that you remove the backing to. Make sure you got a clean, dry surface. It sticks on, and seal it up. It's going to take care of your drafts that way also.
All right, so as long as the surface is clean and dry, this seems pretty easy to use. Now we have something else that can be added. This is for a door, right?
This here's for a door. This is weather stripping for a door. A lot of your doors in the last number of years have come with replaceable weather stripping. You can pop the old stuff off. You have a groove here that will pop right back into that same groove. Gives you a new, fresh weather stripping on your door, going to seal off any drafts coming in. The doors, if you're weather stripping, if you're starting to feel a draft come through, your weather stripping is probably bad.
Any idea of how many years that takes? It changes by the door, I think.
Yeah, it changes by the door and the amount of use on it. So.
Okay, so something just you can kind of see if there's that cold air coming in. Now we've got some other some simple methods that you've seen these for a long time.
Real simple methods here. So just a draft stop you can lay at the bottom of your door. It's going to help any draft coming through the bottom of the door. You got a couple things like this here that if some of your outer wall switch plates and electrical plates, you'll feel a draft coming through those. These are little insulator kits for those. You can pop the cover off, put them on, and put your cover back on. It helps take care of a draft on those. So.
All right, Dan. Well, thank you so much for showing us all these things. Again, some easy ways just to tell if the cold air is coming in. You've got your hand there, and you can feel the cold air. You see your drapes moving, things like that. Good signs.
Yes. Real easy ways. If you make your hand damp, run it under some water, then hold it in front of your window or your door. You're going to feel the breeze real easy that way.
All right, Good tip. All right, thanks so much, Dan. Again, if you want to check out more of this segment and segments in the future, head to our website, uppermichigansource.com. We'll post our do-it-yourself segments that we're going to have every week on your TV6 Morning News. So we're going to head back to the studio now live in Marquette Township this morning. Andrew Lacombe, TV6 News.